Hey guys, it's ThunderusTv here, and I'm bringing you my very first top 10 video. So this will be my top 10 favorite Pokemon. Now, remember, this list is all my own opinions. So if you have your own top 10, be sure to leave it in the comments below. If we get 3 likes on this video, I'll make a second one on my top 10 least favorite Pokemon. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 10. Charizard. You must be thinking, Charizard, that should be number 1. I'm a Gen 1er. Bad pun. Anyway, so I put Charizard on my number 10 list because I only started using him in the Gen 6. When I first started in Gen 3, Charizard wasn't a very big part, so I never ended up using him until they made the Gen 1 Mega Evolutions for Mega Charizard X and Mega Charizard Y. In all, I think that Charizard is one of the most developed Pokemon, and its Mega Evolutions are right on the spot, especially the one that gives it a Dragon type. Anyway, number 9. Serperior. A Grass type. Really? Are you kidding? Well, yes, a Grass type, and a starter Grass type at that, because it was one of my very first Pokemon. I started Gen 5, and I chose Serperior based on the number of comments that I got saying, go with the Grass type, it'll be easier throughout. So Serperior was one of my first Pokemon in that game, or my first, and he has done a great deal. He's also in my team today in my White 2 game that I traded him into, and he's an overall tank. His special defense is really high for his level, for a Grass type, that is. Though he has many weaknesses, he makes up for it with his move pool. And yeah, overall, it's mostly sentimental. Number 8. Volcarona. Once again, sentimental. I started using Volcarona in the 5th gen, and a Fire Bug type was pretty new to the games. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that Larvesta and Volcarona were the first. So, yeah, Volcarona. He overall has a great design and a pseudo-legendary at that. I always thought he was a legendary until like maybe 2 months ago. I learned that he wasn't a legendary because he had a pre-evolution, which makes sense when you think about it. So yeah, number 7, Gardevoir. I absolutely loved Gardevoir in the 3rd gen, and when they gave him Mega Evolution in the 6th gen, it absolutely blew my mind. It made it bigger, better, and overall stronger. Its special defense was increased. It was given the Fairy type in Gen 6, so Dark type moves and didn't have much effect. Really, the only types that are effective against it are Poison and Steel. And I guess Ghost. And overall, it just made it bigger and better. The design is beautiful. I love the way it looks. Number 6. Garchomp. Garchomp was one of my favorites in the Gen 3, along with Gardevoir. And it never really looked complete to me. It always looked like it was not quite in the fully evolved zone for me. So when they added Mega Garchomp, it absolutely blew whatever was left of my mind after I saw Gardevoir. Garchomp looks overall awesome. Its spikes, its increased claws on its hands, its upgraded and more jawed face, it makes it look more articulate and angular. The tail also plays a big role in it. Number 5. Hydreigon. Now, everybody loves German. Am I right? Bad pun. Anyway, so Hydreigon was the first dark dragon type, and I'm definitely sure it won't be the last, with Sun and Moon coming out. But Hydreigon always looked amazing in my book. It always looked really cool. I mean, the 3 heads gave it an amazing Draco Meteor, and it's always used competitively because it has high speed and it has good attack, a good special attack. If you give it a Dragon Gem and you give it Draco Meteor, it can probably one-hit KO anything that you bring out. Unless you bring out a Jigglypuff. The bane of my existence! Number 4. Metagross. Metagross was also a Gen 3 Pokemon, and he never looked quite finished. So when they added Mega Metagross with its flying ability, even though it doesn't have Levitate, it looked really cool to me. And I figured, does it boost the special attack if it's now floating? And it did. So you can probably give this guy any special move, and it will absolutely annihilate any fairy type that's giving your Hydreigon trouble. Number 3. Machamp. Machamp was one of my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon because of its abilities. For one, it has the Guts ability, which raises its attack, but its hidden ability is No Guard. And No Guard is probably the best ability in my book, because what it does is it makes sure that no move that it does misses, and it makes sure that no move against him misses unless like an accuracy failure or something. But Machamp has made Dynamic Punch, which is a 50% accuracy move that always lands Confusion. He makes sure that it always lands and it always gets Confusion. You give him a Fighting Gem, you give him the special EVs and IVs, you got a really strong Pokemon there. If you can even give him a Focus Sash, then Flying and Psychic moves will be easy to take down. Coming in at number 2, we have Tyranitar. I loved Tyranitar in the second gen when it came out, and Mega Tyranitar looks amazing. The way that it added the little horns coming out, and the way it made it also more angular, I really love the design, and especially the part where it looks like he's wearing a chest plate. It looks really cool to me. Some honorable mentions before I get to my top pick was Ninetales. Now, I'm sure that some of you have watched the Alola trailer for Pokemon Sun and Moon, and you already know that there is a Ice and Fairy type Ninetales coming out. So this will be exciting for any of you Gen 1ers. Right. Some other honorable mentions are Alakazam and its Mega Evolution. I absolutely love Alakazam, but it was just off the list. And my last one is Abomasnow. Abomasnow, also a Gen 3 Pokemon. I absolutely love the Mega Evolution, how it looks like a frigid tree covered in snow. It's amazing. And now, for my number 1 pick. Now, he was an absolute beast in Gen 1. But then, Ice types became popular, and this guy came down the competitive battle rate. But I'm sure you all know who he is, Dragonite. Dragonite was my first Pokemon that I ever leveled up to level 100 back in Fire Red and Leaf Green. And I'll be honest with you, his design looked awesome at the time. A dragon flying was completely beast in Gen 1, and I couldn't imagine what they had planned for next. And then Glaceon came and absolutely wrecked Dragonite with Ice Beam. Sure, you can give it a Focus Sash and give it Draco Meteor and it'll do some damage, but it was much better in Gen 1 back when there weren't many Ice types. So, yeah guys, that's my top 10 video. Hope you like it. Remember, 3 likes on the video, we can get a top 10 least favorites video.